Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Cumbrian Homestead down on the micro orchard this morning, and today it's time to plant out the pink cuttings that I took a couple of months ago. So let's get started. So that's some of the old ones that I've removed a few days ago, and I've just covered the bare ground with old carpet just to protect it from weeds. There are the pink cuttings. Now you can do them separately. You can put the pot in a bucket of water and take it out of the pot, put it in a bucket of water and then just sluice it around until the compost washes away from the roots, and then gently pull them apart and plant them individually. But I'm just going to plant them as a full pot. And the only thing we'll need: a pair of gloves, a trowel, and here we've got some bone meal to put in the planting hole. So first things first, we'll remove the carpet, roll it back up, and that can go somewhere else, and then mark out the planting positions. Okay, so we've removed the carpet. Now I'm just going to not mark out, but I'm just going to line up some pots. So I think probably 4 to a row. I've only got 11, so kind of 4, 8. What I might do is I'll knock a couple of pots out like I was explaining in a bucket of water, so we'll do half and half. Here's our bucket of water. You can see underneath the roots there. Just gently get it out of the pot. You can see we've got some really nice roots going on. So all we need to do is put that in there and just swish it around a bit. Start to scrape away gently with your fingers. And that will eventually, compost will wash away from the roots and allow you to gently pull the cuttings apart. See, it's starting to come apart now. You can see that, without damaging the roots too much, or hopefully if any. So we'll leave those to soak. Meanwhile, I'll just move the camera. I'll get on and plant these. So just digging a hole around about the same depth as the pot, and then a bit of bone meal in the bottom. Mix it around a bit. Come out the pot. And just backfill. That's it, that's all there is to it. Very easy. Bring you back when I've got them done. Okay, so we've got our 8 pots of cuttings in there. Let's come back to the ones in the bucket now. See how we're looking. See, they're coming apart quite easily now. Really nice roots on there. Right. The count up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. 7 cuttings there. So I'll put the other pot to soak and I'll get those planted. Okay, there we are. So like I said, well, it's not quite half and half, but these 3 rows here are individual cuttings, and those 2 rows there are just pots, whole pots of cuttings. So that's just the way I've done it. I've got one left there, which I've just kind of healed in, and I've got 1 pot left. So I was thinking about it, and I'm just going to move you around slowly. I think I might move up to this bed here, because again these are quite old now, and just take out, a row to put those spare cuttings in, so just keep them invigorated. And what I do is I just do it every year. I'll put a link up to a previous video on this, but I just do them every year, so many cuttings, about 60 or 70, and then work the way up. So the ones up at that end, if you like, will be the newest, and that bed I took out there, that was the oldest. These are the next one, so on and so forth, and it's same with the other side. So probably next year, I'll do the same here, and we'll just keep moving up, and that way it just keeps the stock healthy and vigorous. Okay, right, now the next job I want to do is dismantle my sweet pea frame. So you can see all the sweet peas have died back now. I'm not going to bother saving any seed, I've got plenty left from last time. But this frame stood up well. It's made out of hazel. There's a few cable clips, so I'm just going to use these to remove those, and then any poles that are still solid I'll save those for next time. The others probably just go on a bonfire. Okay, so what I'm going to do with that brown, that'll be great for the compost heap, so that's going to go back over the plot and be mixed in with the compost. Those poles there, the bigger ones, are sound, so I'll stack those upright in a corner somewhere, and then hopefully we can use them for another season. I'll just spin you around, and then we've got these were the thinner ones that I just wove in between, so they'll make a nice little bit of kindling for a fire or something like that. I'll put those under cover out the rain so they can continue drying out. So this is where the frame was, so obviously you see there's a lot of dandelion and stuff in there, so I'll get that weeded out now. And I don't know if you'll notice, but I've actually got 4 asparagus plants in here, so when I get this weeded I'll tell you my thoughts about that. Right, down there is a rootstock that I'm trying to stool for propagation, and then coming up we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 asparagus plants. So what I'm thinking of doing, I've still got some scrap wood that I got for building site over on the plot, so I might come and this will be a winter project, there's no rush to do it right away, but kind of make a wooden frame around these asparagus plants. I think that would be worthwhile doing. And then this bit here, obviously, that's now I've weeded it all out. There's probably a load of sweet peas in there. But the next job I do need to be getting on with quite soon is here's the Rambling Rose cuttings, the Albertine. So I need to get those dug up and potted up, and then that bit can be, there's a few weeds, I'll clean it out, and then what I'll probably do is again just put carpet along the whole thing here just to keep the weed off, because it's a really handy sort of nursery stroke propagation bed along there. So this section here, I've done the same thing, I've covered it over, and if we just take a look, you'll see what I'm on about. It's getting clean already. Those dandelions are turning white, I can dig those out easily. So that piece there, I'll make a nice propagation bed. In fact, I think I had behind this box here, I had a load of blackcurrant cuttings, so I'll probably do the same again this year. I might take a dozen or so. Right, well, just to finish off with, here in this corner you can see I've stacked up the those hazel rods. These timbers, I've got a definite project, I'll explain more about that in a different video. That's leaf mould, so I'm just going to spin you around now, and I'll say thanks very much indeed for watching, and if you're enjoying the content of the video, don't forget, give me a thumbs up, and please consider subscribing, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.